The views expressed are solely those of the individuals providing them and do not reflect the opinions of the Team Sock Passe podcasts or their respective affiliates or sponsors.
Sock Passe, what's up, world? Welcome to another episode of the Team Sock Passe podcast. My name is Glad.
And I'm your boy, Rob. We are your favorite Team Sock Passe podcast show where we interview great entrepreneurs from all sectors of industry. Remember, subscribe, share, comment below. Subscribe, share, comment below. Glad. Bro,
Man, listen.
introduce them.
This is going to be a historical interview.
It is.
These guys before us here, these are our brothers that we consider our brothers. These guys actually helped us build our brand along the way. And we want to introduce brother DJ Exotic, Mr. Haitian Lover, or AKA Lover, and the artist himself, Mr. DJ Mars. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, fellas?
Appreciate you guys for doing this.
Already know.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Mars,
Yes, sir.
salute, bro. Yo, this is Mars' second time on.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys. I know you guys had a hectic schedule, for what you guys do. But really quick, man, introduce yourselves and let the people know where you guys at were last night, because I know you guys were doing something last night.
Of course.
From left to right.
Oh, we was outside. Yo, we was outside. You know, we get into the bag as usual. I was in Jersey last night. Shout out to Elizabeth, New Jersey. Shout out to my brother Smooth Keys out there. You know, big birthday celebration, beautiful event. Shout out to all the people that supported as well. New York, New Jersey, Rockland County. You know, definitely stepped out. A great event. Great event.
I was where he was.
Guys,
Full band style.
Artist. That's the jazz.
Full band.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. These guys was in Jersey, I was in Long Island doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody that supports the movement, you know what I'm saying? Because without y'all, there's no us.
Absolutely.
No doubt. And let me reintroduce them properly. Like these are dudes within the Haitian music industry. These are prominent DJs within the Haitian culture who are pushing the culture forward. And we're gonna have a discussion in honor of Haitian Flag Weekend. So this episode is gonna drop early May, mid-May. We're gonna talk about the state of the Haitian music industry, and we want to get we want to have a conversation about what's really going on, because these guys really have a foothold, a pulse of what's going on, about what's going on within the culture. The music is even more prominent now since the last conversation we had, Mars, and we had Bobby Jams on 3 years ago, and we were talking about the music. So we're gonna have a discussion.
Right.
So fellas, what's up? Let's talk about mainstream. What are your thoughts on Konpa music? Is it getting there? Is it there, or are we not there yet with the Konpa music being in the mainstream? Lover, I'll start with you first.
well, honestly, I think with social media has been giving Konpa more of a platform. We have a lot of songs that are going viral on TikTok and Instagram. And with social media right now, I think social media is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, platform to promote music. You know what I mean? Sometimes we promote music, on purpose, purposely, trying to get your music out there as far as upcoming artists. And then there's artists who are already established, who already have that step in the door where people are going to share their music just because they like this particular artist. And I think that we are at an era where if we make the right collaborations with these artists, then we'll have the opportunity for Konpa to go mainstream.
I want to tap on that. When you talk about collaborating with the right artists, you strike a chord with me, because it's like I have so much respect. Glad and I, we talk about this from jump.
Yeah.
We have so much respect for y'all as far as when it comes to DJs. And I don't think the HMI, like we were saying earlier, the HMI, I don't know, in my opinion, I think they're looking at you guys like, this is, you guys are doing this as a hobby. But we respect y'all craft, we respect your, you guys are in and out, like literally every night, you working on your craft, you doing your thing, you got families, you got personal lives, the balance, everything like that. People really don't give y'all flowers enough, I think. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are your marketer, you guys are the managers, you guys are doing all kinds of stuff. And when it comes to like when you say an artist, as far as like the Konpa bands, like are they looking at you guys like, yeah, he's gonna open up for me and da da da? You know what I'm saying? Has it changed?
Oh, you know what? That's a great point. That's a great topic. And I feel as though there's certain bands who do give DJs the respect they deserve, and there's a lot of bands who do not. Because due to the fact that you have so many parties, or what we like to call balls, right? right? With these bands, the top bands of the HMI culture, they don't really tend to pay attention to the music that's being played prior to them hitting the stage. You understand? Some people do, but most bands do not. They don't really pay attention to the atmosphere of the environment, seeing what the crowd was gravitating to. You get what I'm saying? But I think that when certain DJs have the name that they recognize, then they're gonna give more respect to those particular DJs.
Yeah, that's
Got
true.
you.
You understand? Because there's certain names that they recognize, but we all know every DJ has to start from somewhere,
Right,
Got
right.
you.
right? And you have to build your brand, you have to build your network, and then not only your talent speaks for itself, because there's so many talented DJs
Right.
who do not get the recognition, who do not have the opportunity to display their skills on a major platform.
Right, right, right.
You get what I'm saying? And I think that if certain artists would give DJs more respect, then I think there will be a better collaboration between the DJs and the artists. Because without the DJs, nobody would know you as artists.
Exactly.
That's
Who's playing your music?
excellent.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like,
bro,
who's playing your music? For real.
you literally hit it right there, like, pause. But it's like, son, I'm telling you, like, it just doesn't make sense. Yo, we look at it as on a marketing standpoint, where it's kind of like, yo, bro, if I'm an artist, I come out with my band. Yeah, I'm not on the road. I'm not at every event or every
Right.
spot like y'all. So I gotta give y'all props. We gotta work together as an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Get them bloopers, bro.
Mars, what's your take on Konpa and the state of it going live into mainstream?
It's about time, man. It's about time, bro. Like, and I don't want to sound mean saying this, and I hope it doesn't come off as such, but I'm tired of the perspective of our legends, and even, it's cool for like the ones that's coming up and getting their product out there, but for some people to be celebrating legacies and all it's ever known is that you've been doing that in the club is not the vision that I have for that sound. I'm happy to see that finally it's getting the real mainstream treatment that it needs. Not to say that we've never been in these places that we are heading now, because we have been. It's in history, it just hasn't been documented, so to speak. But to finally know that it's a thing, it's an amazing thing to see. Also, too, like I'm happy if we talk about how we started this whole thing off on, watching Sock Passe grow. Like, we literally watched from the time I met you guys to now where Konpa has started at to where it is now. Like, I think when I met you guys, Upaka Fesa was running.
That was the
You know
song.
what I'm saying? Like, that just came out. Right. So to see what happened from that point, and DJ starting to throw that in the rotation a little more, because I remember that time we were stuck on playing Zouk the Casa record, right? So to see how fast that's evolved into something else, and knowing that I somewhat at a point helped play a part in changing that sound for us to get here. I can't wait to see what happens in 5 years. That's I think that's the last time I spoke to you, I was like 3-4 years ago, something like that, right? So yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm happy.
How about you, Exotic?
I think that Konpa is actually like finally getting the recognition that it's needed for the past couple of years. Like, just for example, I'm listening to Ebro in the morning the other day, and I'm hearing Kat Konpa. Meanwhile, like, you would never hear Konpa on the radio, like, ever. I think one of the first people that actually like introduced that after the earthquake was Mr. C. So now to hear like other DJs like actually playing Konpa on the radio or whatever outlet that they're putting themselves out on, they're actually incorporating our music. You know what I'm saying? Because Haitian DJs, we play literally everything, every genre under the sun. And I think we play better than other people. But, you know, we're not going to get into that discussion. You know?
We can.
But we can get into it. That's cool.
It's your platform
That's
today,
cool.
so we can.
That's cool. But,
Let's talk about
you know, like, we actually get into a place where, you know, you have non-Haitians actually wanting to learn how to dance Konpa. They're promoting it on TikTok. They're promoting it on Instagram. Like, I'm seeing, like, Jamaicans and Africans and everybody's promoting, you know, Haitian music. And it's just like, yo, like, I want to go to a Haitian party. I want to dance with a Haitian man, or I want to do this, that, and the third, whatever, or vice versa. You know, it's like, yo, damn, it's about time because, you know, we all Haitian. We went to high school. We you know, all, you know, Haitians are this, Haitians are that. No, it wasn't cool to be Haitian. Now everybody want to be Haitian. Everybody want to embrace the culture now. You know, so it's like, you know, it's good to see that, you know, we're actually moving forward together. You know what I'm saying? So
Mars, you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, bro. Like I said, it's about time, man.
yeah, man, for real, bro.
Like to be hearing
For
these, to really be hearing these things happen is just like, whoa, like all of the sacrifices are paying off in a sense.
True.
And the other thing I do want to add is, if you really think about it, like when people speak of like open format events, I've gone on many rooms and seen so many things, traveled and seen all of this stuff. But the Haitian parties, the Haitian ears especially, are the only ears I've ever known on earth that can tolerate all sounds.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you go to a Haitian party, you can get anything. Like, any kind of sound, you'll hear it somehow, some way.
I agree.
You get what I mean? And I've seen that in Haiti. Like, in Haiti, I'm thinking I'm about to go there. They about to Konpa the whole thing up. No, they're listening to
it's
house
actually the complete
music.
opposite. Like, it's
House
crazy,
music.
bro.
So it's like, bro, it's about time, man.
Yeah, I think, you're right. And to go back to what Exotic was saying before Mr. C, a shout out to Clue. He played some Konpa.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
He played Konpa a few times on. I don't know how that is.
Didn't
Power.
Envy say one of the
This
guys
was
that's
Power.
in their crew? He's a Haitian
You
DJ.
talking about,
Yeah.
You talking about oh man, he's
I
from
know
Queens too. He's from Queens
he's
too.
from
I forgot
that.
his name.
It's actually like a trio of them.
Yes.
So,
Was it
rest-
DJ
rest-
Hookid?
Yeah.
Hookid, I think.
No.
No,
Who kid was after?
Well,
Okay.
Who Kid
This was
came
before.
in after, yeah.
Okay.
So, then shout out to Who Kid too. He used to come on 107,
word.
and he used to have
Yeah.
his, I think it's Friday nights or something like that. But also, what it was I feel like with Mr. C, rest in peace, like, dude, like, I remember meeting this dude in the back of Amazura, and he was just like, bro, I fuck with y'all. Like, I love y'all culture. And he's, you know, Trinidadian or whatever. But he was just like, yo, dude, like, I'm about to take this to the next level. But I don't have anybody with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all not working together? Why y'all not united?
I feel like that's one of our that was one of our biggest disconnects in the culture, because it's just like, you know, you see other nationalities working with each other. You look at reggae, all of them, they literally work together to boost each other. You know what I'm saying? You look at WizKid, you look at Burna Boy, Davido, all of them, they work together. It's just now that Haitians are starting to work together. And, you know, it's a little sad, but I'm also happy at the same time, because it's like, yo, like, you know, la union fait la force, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Stick to that. Stand on it. You know
Bro,
what
the
I'm saying?
code
'Cause,
is on the flag.
you know,
bro.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, it is.
right.
Like, it tells you the secret on the flag. Like, yo, in unity, there's strength. There's
Yeah,
strength
bro.
in unity.
Right,
bro.
right.
And I, you know, it's one of the saddest things. Like, we get to a spot and we're literally looking at the DJs from other islands, other cultures, wherever they're from. You see some sort of unity between them. You see, like, when they're selling their music as this, that, and the third, I kind of feel like in our culture, it's like I gotta be the first. We're not in competition, bro. I believe, had we all really got together and see, like, if we all link together in some sort of way and we push this music to the next level, it'll help everybody out.
Yeah.
You know? So not only will it help just us out, it'll help the culture out too. And that's what's needed, especially at times like this where we get the opportunities with, say, like a car company, which can now be considered a mainstream record, so to speak now. It's like, when DJs are gonna want other versions of what they're hearing and other samples, who they gonna run to?
You're right.
You know, so
I find it as we as Haitian American DJs are one of the strongest, if not the strongest, DJs out of the Caribbean culture due to the fact that we speak a separate language. Now, no discrimination to any other Caribbean cultures or Caribbean countries, but their language is not completely separate. A lot of their dialect is still referring back to English.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's broken English.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it's broken English. So when it comes to our dialect as Haitian culture, our dialect is not English, it's French. You get what I'm saying? So now our language is completely separate from the English language. And due to the fact that we're able to interpret our language and play the music of our culture and have the skill to play all of the other genres of music which are in English, such as soca, such as reggae, such as hip hop, such as R&B, such as Afro beats, right? And certain Hispanic songs as well, right? And what's called Hispanic songs, that's the whole Hispanic, there's merengue, bachata, cumbia, all of these different types.
who's the
dembow.
neighbor?
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
you know what I mean? The thing is that, and shout out to all of the Hispanic DJs as well, you know what I mean, who have the talent of embracing their Hispanic culture. But think about it, they're not able to embrace the Haitian culture. Right. You will find a lot more Haitian people speaking Spanish than people who are Hispanic speaking Creole.
That's a big
So that's what I'm trying to say, that we have an advantage. So that's why so many DJs who are Haitian, who do their homework, right? Who are very versatile. That's why we are able to embrace and adapt in different environments so quickly and easily due to our culture background.
Perfect. I want to take it now to the legal / financial part of the business, right? I think we had this talk 3 years ago with Bobby James, Rob, when Bobby James, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said the term HMI is not real. The Haitian music industry per se is not real. And my cousin, who's also a promoter, kind of said something similar, only to the fact it's real where people go to the parties, they exchange with, you guys exchange monies with people who pay for your services and stuff like that. That part is real, obviously. But the fact there's no legal document in Haiti per se that says, there's an industry called the Haitian music industry where there's people getting just like the
royalties
and stuff like that. Now you guys put the stuff on Apple Music where you guys get your royalties and stuff like that on there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is financially the industry should be just as far ahead or just on the same par as reggae music and the reggae artists per se.
Agreed.
And I just wanted to know what your thoughts were on that to get it to that. Like, what is it going to take to get it to that level?
Well,
It goes back.
man.
It goes back to the secret on the flag, bro.
Yeah.
And unity is their strength. I kind of feel like there's so much I talk going on rather than it being we talk.
Yeah.
It's not just a problem in the DJ community. It's a problem in the band community. It's a problem in the promoter community. Even if you got a business even you guys may know, even with shirts or whatever, it could be merch, whatever. Right. There's problems even in that community. It's everywhere. I just think us as Haitians in general, we just have to think in we. You get what I'm saying? It's like the United Nations, bro. It's the same exact concept when you're living in the real world. As long as we stick together, that we won first, in terms of to beat slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
If we could do that first, why can't we win at everything else? Everything else within our thing has to be bro. You ever pay attention to the flyers? Everything is verses. Before verses, mind you, everything has been verses. It'll be we got class in Nulu. The reason they ended up in this situation was presented as a verses. Had it been let's collaborate, you don't think dumb guys going together can't do the same thing Carrie just did?
It would be promoted differently.
Come on, bro.
And you would win.
We have to change the way we think, the way we move. That has to change.
Bro,
if that don't change,
that's
man.
That's one of our biggest problems, bro. That's one of our biggest problems.
That's the biggest problem for real because we walk. Look, I remember. Look, I walked into a party, right, and we were at a party. We walk in, and I think at the end of the day, we have to keep up with the times. Technology,
Right.
It's called data. We got to keep data, and that's another thing too. So you walk into a party, a Haitian party, a bal, they're still taking cash, hand by hand. Everything is hand by hand, hand by hand. But, yo, can you imagine if there was data? You imagine how many people I could pack. I'm a Missouri, let's say, what, it's 3,000 max?
Yeah.
Yo, that's data. And you take that data and take it somewhere else and be like, yo, bro, here's my sponsor. This is my sponsorship. This is what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like technology. Like we walk into a party and the chick is like, I got cards. So I said, you got Zelle or this? We want to put it through the business. She's like, I'm going to cut. She's like, I'm going to cash.
It's true. It's
Say
true.
cash.
I believe it. And this.
Even restaurants.
No.
Restaurants, Haitian businesses.
I went to. There's certain places, right, in Florida, right now. Listen, no, I'm not shaming. I am not shaming. Florida, right? There's places in Florida right now that does not accept any type of transaction unless it is paper, right? Yeah. Unless it is cash. It will not take any card, any Apple Pay, any Zelle, any Cash App, not even Western Union. Okay? It's strictly cash.
That's crazy.
And this is true because this is last year. This is 2024. I went to this location.
That's crazy.
And I was like, okay, hey, I'm going to pay for this. And he said, Shay, no. He said, no, Shay, cash seulement, no bon.
Lover looking lost, like, bro, what?
Well, the mentality is basically is like, I don't want to report it to
Not just that, but they also not trying to get got too.
They got
You know?
a lot of
Bro,
scammers.
yeah,
I get
of course.
it.
Yeah, bro.
But my thing is like, okay, it's deeper than what Mars was talking about. Like, yeah, laying you a fill out force. Yes, that's just, from 1804. I get it. But at the end of the day, bro, to me, it's like there's certain things that we got to keep up with. We got to, working together is one thing, but at the same time, it's like, yo, Haitian DJ should have been on like Hot 97. Haitian DJ should have been on Power 105. Haitian DJ should have been on the radio, on rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
mean
saying?
having like their own segment?
On their own segment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Their
Okay,
own weekly
shout out to
show,
David
basically.
Levy. But David Levy, every week he's playing the same, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, yo,
We
why
need more
we
than
not?
that. We
Yeah,
need more than
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yo, that's like playing Suavemente.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man.
And I believe it. And I think, you know what I think would help put that into motion is that we already know the tri-state is a strong influence of Caribbean culture.
Right.
And we know that down south as far as like Florida, right, we know has a strong Caribbean culture. There's, of course, Caribbean people have migrated all over the United States. But as we know for a fact that the predominantly most populated cultural areas is the tri-state and down south, mainly Florida, right? If they took the radio broadcasts and implemented Konpa or Haitian DJs into the mainstream radios where they have to give them a segment, that's how it's going to move forward. Because we have reggae hours on mainstream radio, right? They'll do that once a week or twice a week on both major radio stations, right? And they have Hispanic hours where they're directed towards the Hispanic music, such as dembow and reggaeton and some salsa. We have to implement it the same way. That's the only. We have to take it by force. We have to give at least an hour or 45 minutes, 30 minutes with commercial breaks and everything like that into that segment in order for people to respect it. Until you do that, that's the only way, because we're just going to get his one song here, his one song here.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
You have to implement it in two strong markets, and I think the strongest markets is up here, tri-state, and down South Florida. Those are the strongest markets at the current moment. And once they implement those, I think that will be the stepping stone or the doorway that we can open to get through it.
I think also to add to that, right? We call it care package as DJs, but a lot of DJs in the HMI, they don't like to share music, right? So it's a thing. It's a thing.
Share music?
Yeah, share music because I can't expect.
That's the easiest.
I can't expect someone that's on the radio to play my heritage music, right? If they don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're
So
saying.
you send them a care package where it's just like, all right, cool. You sending them all the hits, like, yo, bro, you got Labodai here, you got Konpa here, you got Zook here, and you got Kizomba in this folder, this and whatever. And these are all the hits that you can implement into whatever you're playing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of DJs that's on the radio right now, they don't have the Konpa records, right?
Yeah.
And you know, it might be a little cliche to say, but you know, they're probably not looking, right? But you know, if you have somebody that's like, yo, bro, I got this, ready to send me your email, right? Now you just gave them the care package, right? And now, you know, I don't know if they'll be open to playing it, but at least they have it, you know what I'm saying? So they have the option to go into their Serato folder or whatever software that they're using to actually play the music that, you know, is different.
So here's the solution. That DJ that you're talking, that specific DJ, let's say he's got that he plays like one Konpa song, one or two Konpa songs. He shouts, yo, Haiti, Sakbase, okay, boom. We're not holding that DJ accountable. Like we flood emails, like we flood them.
Yeah.
We flood them with DMs, like, yo, bro, hit up Exotic, hit up Lover, hit up Mars, hit up whatever.
Yeah, that is true. That is
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Like, we're not holding these DJs accountable because now it's like, well, ain't nobody really, you know, telling me what to play.
Yeah.
Ain't no other DJs hitting me, and the audience is definitely not telling me who to reach out to.
Yeah.
Mars, you wanted to add to what?
Bro, I was also
was
gonna
saying?
add too. As we're sharing the culture in the other rooms, I think also the bands got to change what they're selling too. You know,
Talk to it.
the reason why I say
Let's
that,
talk about that.
the reason why I say that is I was fortunate enough to see not only the Carry Me show, but I did see the Meji show. I felt like, you know, Carry Me's the like, that's like LeBron getting those points. You know what I'm saying? When he passed the record, all right, cool. They set the record down. They're in history now. What's next? I think Meji's chasing the what's next. You know, and I don't think enough of the bands are thinking in that mindset of just doing that. Like, we really gotta aim high. So when we aim high, and even with what Meji's doing, he about to go to Madison Square. Now we have something we could present to other rooms and say, hey, this is what we look like. And you're like, ooh, it's attractive. Versus telling somebody you in the club, like, it's like, bro, we all gotta step it up in that sense too. But again, it all goes back to unifying. As much as we want to try to run with it, as many questions we ask about, it's unification, bro.
This is a great segue. This is a great segue.
Right.
Because we can go out every Friday and Saturday night in the city and find a band to go enjoy, right? But the more you give us something, the less access, or how should I say it? Sometimes the culture can less appreciate that band.
Yes.
Too accessible.
Too accessible.
Right.
Too accessible, yeah, you're right.
Kaimi broke up. Everybody's yearning for Kaimi. 2-3 years later, they do three great concerts: Paris, New York, Miami, and you saw the result of that.
Yes.
So just like what you were saying, do you think the format automatically kind of like needs to change?
That's true.
It has to.
Mandatory.
I mean, it doesn't take money out your pocket in a sense because you're always going to be out here DJing. But as far as for the band's sake and the culture's sake, maybe you take money out of some of the promoters' pockets because they're always battling. But I just wanted to know what your take is on that as far as what you were saying is what's next. Because, Kaimi did what they did. Meji got the Garden coming up next. What's your take on that?
Right now, to be honest with you, the other bands are doing okay. They're doing okay. I'm not going to say doing great. They're doing okay. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that with our culture, there's like a phase. You know, there's a phase, and that's hip hop, that's R&B, that's reggae, that's all the same thing. There's always a key time where this artist is the main artist, that's the hottest person at the moment. You know, and like Mars was saying, accessibility is the biggest thing here. When you become too accessible, your price devalues. When you're limited, exactly. When you're limited, then they're gonna give you all the respect and give you top dollar that you may request, right? We're not gonna say that you deserve because a lot of people deserve a lot more than what they receive, but that you request, right? You request a certain amount of income to you to perform your show. This is what you're putting together, right?
People gonna pay it too.
And they're gonna pay it, right? Because number one, you have a hot album that dropped, right?
Yeah.
And you presenting yourself a certain way when you perform. Right. It's all about presentation. Right. If you're an artist, right? No disrespect, right, on what I'm about to say, right? If you're an artist and you're just giving playback, I don't feel as though I should be spending a high amount of money tickets to see you perform. Because when I'm coming to a party, a bal, right, I'm expecting to see this band play with live instruments, right? I'm going to get the energy, the vibe of the live
It's a different
instruments.
feeling.
It's a different feeling, exactly. And if we're going to talk about it, when it comes to our culture has always been about live instruments. When you would go to Haiti, my father used to tell me, when you go to Haiti and then you go to the airport, you'll see people outside playing live instruments. Outside of the airport, at the airport. So that is something that we have learned from our culture. You get what I'm saying? Live instruments, these parties with live musicians is what we love, right? And the energy and the feel of song that's been recorded in the studio and then a song that's been recorded live gives a different energy. Right. There's a reason why it gives a different energy. You feel it better in your soul. So now, when it comes to these artists, if you would like my top dollar, that I went to work 9 to 5, or what you call it, you want to call it 11 to 11, 12 to 12, right? That I worked hard for me to receive. And then now I'm going to spend it on your event. Me coming to your event, getting dressed up, right? Smelling good, you know what I'm saying? Getting a haircut, new outfit. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna do what you have to do for yourself in order to go to that vibe,
Exactly.
this person better be ready. It's literally like, remember the skit where Mickey was like, yo, for carry me up Monday, are you ready? He said, well, keep Monday.
Exactly, right.
That's what it is.
Back on Monday, am I ready? Are you good? Who person ready? That was good. That was good.
Say for example, bro, Regional Country, he takes off like 10 years. Drops the random record before COVID. Boom, COVID happens. America drops. That drops. We're like, ooh, this is good. No video, mind you.
None.
Boom. Then the Zafim drops an album. Still, we don't know what they look like, how they look like. Boom. Drop it. It's the suspense. That's where the hype comes from. They asked for whatever they asked. They got whatever they got. Meji, bro, I could have went backstage, chilled, did the whole night. Even me, I was sold on. Nah, I ain't seen him in 2 years. I want to see how he's going.
What he's gonna do?
It's the hype behind it. It's the suspense. Like sell me on something. I don't want to feel like I'm about to pay for something. I could if I miss this party here, I know I spend the block 3 more months. They're probably gonna pull up. I'll go. I can set my other day and do something else. That's where it's at right now. We have so much access to so much in the world, bro. You gotta, you know.
But do you think that's like okay? Before Kyrie broke up, I remember I had cousins that came up from Florida, and there was like this performance at Missouri. They were charging like $75, right?
That's crazy.
$75 at Missouri. Paguei parking.
None.
Yo, some parking.
None.
Yo, and they coming from Florida. And my cousins are bougie. They're like,
Bro,
how y'all paying this?
any state that comes to New York and parties get upset at New York.
For sure.
Because most of the venues in New York do not have parking. And they're highly upset. Highly upset.
But I ain't gonna front. The Amazon parking is bad.
Oh, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Bro, I'm parking way
been
past
bad.
McDonald's, Jamaica, and I'm like, now you be
bad.
walking with somebody, yo,
But
she's like,
That's
what?
not gonna stop people from coming out, and that's the craziest part, bro.
Well, this is where I'm coming from. This is where I'm coming. Here's the thing, though. We still go and support them.
For sure.
We don't hold them these promoters accountable.
Nobody
We
get in
don't
trouble.
say, but nobody get in trouble. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, if I'm gonna see Kaimi at UBS, I'm paying $100, and then Kaimi go plays at Brassicayo for $50.
There you go.
Come on, bro.
There you go.
You're
degrading yourself.
You're degrading yourself.
You're degrading yourself.
But you can't. But my thing is like we had this conversation before, and I'm very passionate when it comes to the culture. But at the end of the day, we're not holding from restaurants, business owners, promoters. We're not holding these people accountable.
We gotta hit everybody with the audit.
Everybody's just like, yo, I'm chasing the bag. I'm coming for mine, and everyone is just like, oh, I didn't see them at UBS, but next weekend I know they're gonna be right here
Exactly.
for $50. Like, what are you doing?
It doesn't
I
make
understand, like, this is your bread and butter.
I agree.
But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, like Georgette Filet was at Bentley's
Yeah.
in sweatpants, a whole sweatsuit,
No band.
no band.
No band.
Yo, bro.
Get man,
Meanwhile, it was packed.
it was bomb packed,
Wall to wall.
wall to wall.
Wait. But let me show you how big and important presentation is, right? Sunfest leaves Haiti, gets to Florida, right? We've had festivals in Florida and other places. So what made Sunfest different compared to everybody? Presentation. They sold you suspense. Movie is like, oh, what's next? Ooh, Fashion Bell. You know what I'm saying? Like, make me feel like my money is gonna get a great return.
Absolutely.
You know?
Exactly.
I
And
agree.
we see we can get the results. And listen, I've always known, as long as the data's right here in your face and it's telling you what to do, follow that data, bro. Yeah, follow that data.
Cool.
That's a fact. Wow, go ahead.
You know,
Oh no, you were gonna say something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was going to say, yeah.
So we're gonna shift it where Glad was talking about the legalities and talking about the documentations and all of that stuff. Why do you guys feel that there is no? Cause, I mean, we know tons of attorneys, entertainment lawyers, and all that stuff. Why isn't there a real HMI lawyers sitting down in a room figuring it out?
Because promoters will laugh at you.
Damn.
Don't laugh at you.
Let's not forget.
We can go
No,
deeper
it's
into
the
it.
truth.
Yeah,
We
true.
can,
You sure you gotta go?
But like, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. And I've learned this for many years, and this is throughout the community. And I can surely, I'm sure that most of you guys will agree. It's not what you know; it's who you know.
Yeah.
It's not what you know; it's who you know.
100%.
Because there's a lot of things that we feel maybe unjust, right, or things that are skipped over or bypassed because certain people are powerful.
Yeah.
Right? They have the plug, they have the resources, like we were talking about earlier, right? They have the resources, and unfortunately, if everyone is not has access to these resources, then a lot of things are going to fly. Yeah. They're going to fly. There's going to be no compensation, right? There's going to be what's what I'm looking for? What you call it? Taking accountability. Yeah. How many times we've seen things go wrong and they haven't done anything?
Of course not.
Anything to
Why-
accommodate.
Why would they do that?
To accommodate your money, your time,
Right.
right? And the experience that they fail to give you. A lot of people are not taking accountability, and nobody wants to take
They handle
accountability.
it like family business. Like, quando esse cousin from all right, cool, yo, cuz it's all good.
Right.
That's how we treat. That's not business. Bro.
That's not business.
It's not business. Bro.
It's not
It's
business.
not.
The
It's not
HMI lacks business etiquette.
Big time.
And I learned that in a very harmful way. Bro. Like,
Well, do you guys think it will eventually get there, or right now it's just still the wild, wild west?
yeah.
Accountability. That's it.
If
accountability is the first step, actually.
if se tá going a day on earth that all the powers that be could sit down and really figure this out, and we walk out that room hand in hand, what's up? But I don't know.
Do you think
Bro, it starts with us.
it starts?
It do.
And this is where I go back when we were talking earlier. For example, heavy hitters, Dominican platform. Shout out to DJ Enough. You know what I'm saying? The Bros started a powerful movement
Hispanic
for the
base.
culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone was following. He had structure. He had whatever. Everyone did their thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was for the culture.
Yeah.
And it was under. Everyone was rocking heavy hitters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you walk into a spot, heavy hitters is in the building. Yo, we know you coming with it. You know what I'm saying? But
They
in
see the
Haitian-
bigger picture. That's what it is. The HMI, everybody moves for itself. It's like, yo, no. Yo, bro, moi même, m'te fait tel bail. And it's like, bro, we're talking about we. It's like, no, but my do de moi. Like,
That's why.
That's
That's why.
fact, like-
No, that's why. That's
That's
why.
fact.
That's why it's very tough to collaborate within that industry with people
Yeah,
because
bro.
it's like everybody. Not everybody. I can't say everybody, but for the most part, you'll find majority of people they are moving in a selfish manner.
Correct.
Me, anytime I've ever collaborated with people, my intention has always been, how can what we're doing make Haiti better? You know, like that's always my focus. Like I actually will tell you, each and every day we talk and like we on some BBA vibes, like yo, bro, like this song's this song's that. Like we're picking the songs that we want to help push to help go in other rooms. I think we gotta change that way of thinking too. You know
So, but like some of y'all, like EXO and you, and Love It, like y'all three here, y'all start. Let's say y'all start something on your own, and then it's kind of like, yo, if you go left, you're held accountable. You're literally fined. I'm gonna fine you like $500.
Right.
Yo, on the contract, there's a contract. There's yo,
Sanction.
But
yo, my punzel, monsieur.
no, of course, but that's
But
the
it's-
thing. Like
it has to be done.
you have two sides of the spectrum, right?
Right.
Like all of us here, all of us, including both of y'all, right? We all hold each other accountable for everything that we do.
I was running late, they both
yo,
called me, see?
voy caca, right? But then it's just like, you know, you got people who are just like, yeah, bro, like, you know, in their head, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with him because, you know, like, he did this, that, and the third, whatever. And instead of addressing the situation, it just, whatever. Like, bro, we as a unit, we have to help each other be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did some shit I didn't like, if you did some shit that you know I didn't like, address it. We're men at the end of the day, right? So to speak. And it's just like, yo, like, if you did something that I don't like, we should be able to address
Talk
it. And
about
then
it.
find a way to move forward.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that's just like, yeah, nah, like, yo, I'm just not gonna fuck with him because it's not the third. But it's like, yo, bro, we could have had a discussion and fix the problem and then move forward to do greater things.
Great.
But I think it's a cultural thing, in a sense.
But that's how our culture moves too.
I see employment want. You know what I'm saying?
That's another big
like
thing
they're
too.
gonna create the want,
That's
but
another
won't
big thing,
accept
yeah.
the want.
Yeah,
Like that, I never
It's
understood.
an ego.
It's the ego.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
egotistical.
that's the word.
But how you gonna be? How you gonna move forward with ego when, like, when you needed me, I was there, but then when it's time to like return, it's like, ooh.
It doesn't benefit you.
I don't, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the problem is deeper than the industry. I think at times it is cultural related, and then that just bleeds onto music because music is a form of expression and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's a lot. Yo, the conversation is deep. It's deep, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, it's true.
No, it's real deep. I want to. I know you want to go. I know you don't want to go.
I
gotta
go.
I just want to talk about. Well, we'll talk about DJ etiquette later. But before you get out of here, talk to the people about what you got going on.
Well, you know, I've been collaborating with guys for years. I've been doing events with Exotic, with Mars, you know what I mean? So right now, I just been, you know, just focused on getting back into the scene as far as, you know, branding more of the private events, which I got to go to right now, right? Right, you know, the private events, you know, as we know, sometimes the markets fluctuate, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to have the talent and skills to be able to provide musical services to the nightlife and to all different private scenes as far as weddings, baby showers, communions, you know. And I think that now a lot of our DJs who are versatile, such as Mars, Exotic, and there's numerous guys, I can't even name everybody, but these guys, yeah, of course, have the talent, right? Have the talent, right? Have the talent to take their skills to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, my personal opinion, I don't think the nightlife is taking us over the world. I think the private events are taking us over the world.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? I can call Mars for a wedding. I gave Mars a wedding like too long ago. I can call Exotic and say, yo, EXO, are you available for this date? Are you available for this date? And EXO tell me he is, and he got it. You know what I mean? And I don't have to worry about it. I think that that's the direction that we need to move in. And because as we get older, the nightlife is not always going to be financially beneficial for us. It's going to be these other events that's going to be financially beneficial. Not only that, it's going to refer us to even more people to make even more bread in that market.
Talk about it, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, there's a lot of DJs out here who are not doing a 9 to 5, and these guys are making 80K a year, 90K a year. This is not 9 to 5. This is DJ money. You get what I'm saying? It's not 9 to 5.
I
We're
wouldn't
doing
play
80K,
zero.
90K a year, right? One of our friends, we both know him, right? Who's a Haitian DJ who's doing weddings. He averages a wedding a week. He's doing 52 to, he's doing at least 60 weddings a year. You get what I'm saying? That's my
boy.
And you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
you know who I'm talking about,
facts.
right? And I much love to him. This time he'll call me like, yo, bro, I need assistance at this wedding. You available? I'm like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And I have that relationship with these guys where I can call them. I don't have to feel worried. You know what I mean? I don't have to, when I'm already booked for an event, I call these dudes.
Yo, there's DJs you can call, you can just fall asleep.
Exactly. I never had that dog-eat-dog mentality. And I think that.
You've never had.
I never had that.
never, bro.
Right?
Never,
So now, if us, like just us three right here, consider, and there's a couple other guys that we know well, that we work with well, who have that same mentality. As we continue, then it's going to grow that way.
Right.
It's going to go that way because we already know what we're all capable of.
Smooth sailing, bro.
Period.
Smooth sailing.
Period.
Yo, you do what you, listen, you do the lover thing, I'll do the Mars thing, and
There
you
we
do the
go.
EXO thing.
That's it.
Simple,
That's
bro.
it.
I know you gotta go. This is a great segue. I want your take on DJ etiquette. Talk about DJ etiquette.
Boom, before I get out of here. Right, bro? Before I get out
And then you can get out of here.
I made it since you won't.
Right, boom. Etiquette.
J'ai nous tout ça.
Respectfully, etiquette, right? This is the one thing I'm gonna say. These guys are gonna have a whole bunch of stuff they can say, but there's one thing I'm gonna say: DJ etiquette, right? If your time slot is from this start point and this end point, right? If you're playing a genre and you have 5 minutes left, 5 minutes left, right? Before your time is ending, I'm there, I have my laptop open, I'm prepared, I'm ready to address the crowd, I'm ready to do what I need to do, right? There's no reason whatsoever to
Switch
change
the
your
genre, bro. Like, make it make sense.
in your lane. Wow. Stay in
Make
your
it
lane.
make sense,
Big
bro.
bars.
You have 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Big bars,
9 minutes.
bro. Big bars.
You cannot change your genre unless you have 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left, change your genre, be my guest. But if you are 10 minutes and under, do not change your genre.
Stay where you at.
Stay where you at.
Wait.
bars.
It get better. Say
Big bars.
you're in a situation, DJ maxed out all the other genres. Say we're getting out of a soca set into a Zabudai set. You about to get on it because you have to represent the Haitians.
Right.
DJ says, yo, boom, 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 quick Konpa records. What for what? I didn't ask you for this. How am I going? Then you're forced into a situation you can't even start with Konpa because he
Yes.
just disengaged
Exactly.
everybody.
Yes.
You gotta throw in a little rig. I thought you was the Konpa DJ.
Right.
Wow.
This happens. This is real
Yes,
story.
true stories.
It's not
Real
my story,
thing, bro.
but it's a real story.
It's a real
Stay
thing.
in your lane.
So do you blame the promoter?
No, I blame
No,
the DJ.
sometimes it's the
DJs,
DJ. Sometimes it's the DJ.
It's because
DJs.
DJ couldn't buy this.
the
yo.
program just gives you a guideline, right?
got
It
it.
just gives you a guideline, and then you're supposed to do what you do.
Got it.
You get what I'm saying? The DJ is not going to micromanage you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's you. You chose what to do. You chose what direction to go. And if you see me getting ready to do this, and you know what I'm here for, you're blatantly disrespecting.
Yes.
That's what I've looked
If
at.
I know soca, if I know a guy that like his thing is soca, do your soca thing, bro. Me, like say if I'm playing soca too.
Oh, wait. You good?
What happened?
Oh,
No,
okay.
I just want to give him the proper send off. Yo, my brother, Haitian Lover,
Love.
we appreciate you.
Love.
From the beginning, Yak Radio
Yes,
and
sir.
beyond.
Love,
My
bro.
brothers.
I just want to give you the proper send off.
Thank you.
This guy's been here
Thank you,
from
brother.
the beginning.
Appreciate
Love.
you.
Always.
Way to go get that
sir.
money.
Gotta get to it now.
Go get that bag, bro. Go get that bag.
Yeah, back to DJ etiquette, bro. Like, what? Like, I don't mean to sound mean, but certain situations, you make things since you want, you make things as you do. Like, it's like, bro.
On a bag of rice, bro.
Oh,
Why not-
like
why
certain
not-
parties don't have to be difficult for no reason, bro.
Right.
For what?
And mind you, the audience doesn't know what's going on. They're just looking at us like, ooh, ah.
Right.
Bro. If I'm about to do something, and then not to say you're doing the same thing I'm about to do, but if you know somebody's niche is something, respect their niche. You know, that's what I think it is.
And I think a lot of DJs lack that that principle.
It's cool to be a good human, man. Like you don't even gotta, like you don't even gotta go that
It's okay
far.
to be a good human.
Nah,
be a
bro,
good
because a lot of people lack it. Like, make it make sense.
Like some guys, you can tell they're having a bad day. They're just sort of down. Like, bro, come on.
Do y'all speak to the DJs that's gonna be on set or at the party before the event
Sometimes
to avoid
yes.
these situations?
Not to avoid the situation, just like on some like bro to bro, like yo, what's good? Da, da, da,
Sometimes
like,
it's automatic too.
yeah.
Sometimes it's like
Sometimes it just happens.
because through the years, with certain DJs, obviously you build relationships. It's like you're in the workforce. It's literally the same thing. So the thing is when somebody that you may not know or they may not know you, or at times it could be an ego thing too. They may try to use their, you know, it's men amongst men, or even these days women are in the mix of it too. So it's just clashes with ego.
Shout out to the women DJs, bro. For real.
They doing their thing now
because
too. I love Uncle Waffles.
Who's one of the hottest women DJs?
There's a few
Haitian
actually.
DJs.
Oh, Haitian? I mean, I know we got, I know Southwise, we have Nene and we have
We got Nene
Whiskey
from
Chick
ATL.
that does her thing. I know in Canada they got some women DJs too.
New York?
Yeah.
New York?
I mean, okay, you
I know there was
you said
one.
Haitian DJs. Like, there's not too many Haitian women DJs, but as far as like the Caribbean,
Oh, there's that girl, I think Cassie, I be seeing her on TikTok.
who? What's her name?
It's like
Oh,
Cassie.
yes.
Okay,
Cassie
okay,
Rose.
Yes.
Facts.
I've seen
She's
her.
cool.
She's lit. She's lit.
I've never seen her play
lit.
live.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
you know, if she interested at some point, we could do something cool. We talk business, but
Facts.
yeah, I don't
bro.
know. New York, no. I don't want to miss nobody. Gotta be so
New York
for
is-
somebody.
It's really no one, right?
It's really nobody, right?
There's a lane for that.
It's an
There
open
was
lane.
what's the name? She came up during the time that we were doing Sac Passe. What's her name? Damn, I'm going blank.
Not Cassandra. No,
Not Cassandra. DJ.
I forget her name.
I forgot.
Oh, there is one.
Not Jazzy.
Miss
J Nice.
J Nice.
J
Yeah,
Nice.
Yes.
J
Yo,
Nice.
My bad, I'm
it's
so
crazy.
sorry.
It's
Shout
crazy.
out to DJ J.
Because me and J Nice actually share a birthday. So, like,
Okay,
crazy,
okay.
bro.
But I'm saying I knew there was somebody. I felt.
Yeah,
you know,
J Nice.
Yeah, no, J Nice. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Shout out to J Nice.
Yeah,
out to
I've
J
been
Nice.
on a few
gotta hype
lineups
up
with
the
her,
women
bro.
DJs, man.
I've
We
been
gotta
on a few
hype them
lineups with her. She get the job done.
Yeah.
We gotta hype up the women DJs,
Yeah,
man.
because
It's
I think
not-
she didn't get enough.
Nah,
support.
for sure.
It's not easy.
But as far as like the Caribbean, bro, like,
Oh, they're
There's-
spread out. They're spread out.
you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of DJs in the Trini culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
yo, like, I'm not gonna front. Like, I'm not being biased, all right? But yo, Lady Drea, bro. Lady Drea, she's a problem. Okay. She is a problem, bro.
Okay.
Like, I've heard her live, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, she could play it. You know what I like Sounds of Reality.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
too.
sounds really
And Mahogany.
Yes, Mahogany.
DJ Mahogany, yeah. Facts. Yeah, bro. Like they really in their market, bro, they killing it, bro. Killing it. Yeah, bro.
Mars, I
Like-
want to talk about. Were you done with your point?
Yeah, I'm good.
I want to talk about Creole Lab for a little bit. You know,
Okay.
when you came into
Good discussion.
I mean, shit. A lot of people don't know. I mean, College Club Kings is that's what it is, right? College.
Yep, College
that
Club
was a-
Kings. Yeah,
It was a
facts.
College Club King. Before
College
I-
Club King.
I already did
Killing
the
it.
hierarchy of college.
You were killing it.
Batizil.
Yes, that was a yes. He's legit. You know how, because in those rooms I'm playing for so many different cultures.
Okay.
You don't understand. You have to keep every culture in the world engaged in college.
Yeah.
Quick little
bro.
10, 15 second,
Yeah.
15 minute sets here and there.
And then you said, I'm gonna dive into the culture, Haitian culture, all in.
Yeah.
And yo, it's been up for you ever since because how you market and brand yourself is amazing. And then now you've got this new project called Creole Lab, and it's just another step forward of helping pushing the culture forward, I believe. And people are gravitating to it. You got an amazing pulse behind it. You just shot your second episode of it on Thursday night.
Heavy pulse. I gotta add,
Heavy
bro.
pulse.
Heavy pulse. Yeah.
Talk to us. How did this come about? How did you cultivate it? We just want to hear your thoughts, man.
All right. So in fishing, the network, and moving around and mixing and mingling and do what happens, and you know how it goes when you're networking and things. I was able to at Sunfest last year. Sunfest last year, I bumped into one of the partners on the project, Sophie. Right. We meet each other backstage through Ziggy, and from then on, we were having the same conversation of, especially as Jasper kids, I'd say, like, we're Haitian American more so. So we were having a conversation of like, yo, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. We could do this, and we could do that. And then that conversation evolves into, we're ironically thinking the same idea at the same time. I believe, I think the guys in Paris, they had posted a video with Sketchy DJing, right? And I seen it too, they seen it. But again, the way the music was being played, that was from Sketchy's perspective. That's my guy. That's from his perspective. But we also have a perspective of it too, you know. And when I was fishing YouTube and going up and down on YouTube, I see all of the DJs. You know, they have their own just DJ setup that's really more so focused on them.
Right.
I really liked what I seen Culture FM was doing, and I realized for our culture, we don't have anything like that. I realized we don't have like some would say a buzz. What you're seeing on the like, we don't have that. So, in having the same conversation, then we tag on another person that's having the same conversation with Sabrina with the Creole plug, and then Kano comes a part of it because of that, and then you're just mashing all of these worlds and minds together. We're all saying the same thing, and in that, bro, I have my YouTube thing that I've been planning. That's why I even changed my name, because you're right here. I got my own camera shooting this, right? I'm understanding what content is about now, and I've always shied away from it because I'm not a fan of social media and what it represents from a dark perspective. But from the positive perspective, I'm like, yo, if this is the way that I could get the message of the culture out there, then I'll sit down with the powers that be for us to get that message out there. I'm just to show you how selfless I am. You know, I really want to see Haitian music win. And Creole Lab is not just about Konpa. It's not just about carnival music. It's not just about Gaboda. It's not just about voodoo music, Asi, and all of that stuff. You know, even the Catholic music, the gospel music that we have, it's not about none of that. It's about culture. You get what I'm saying? And I feel as though as long as I can throw my hat in the ring and say, yo, this is the way I want to present Haiti to the world, then so be it. So that's how we have Creole Lab. Sure, it hasn't been easy because we're learning as we're going, just as anything that's starting, that you're planting the seeds. But I guarantee you, mark my words, as you're watching this video, you're going to see, you're going to be, dang, this is where it started. I've never in my life, and I've done some amazing things, I never in my life have felt like, oh, wow, like this is really culture shifting right now.
Purpose driven.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, it's purpose. Like, I feel as though I have the baton to properly teach the world, yo, this is Haitian music, this is culture. Yes, Kakape just dropped, but I was in Haiti when Burna Boy performed in Haiti, and I seen the same thing he seen at the same time. He seen Haiti for the first time. I said, Haiti, yo, if this opens up and the world sees this, Haiti's been shut. Yo, I'm telling you, when Haiti figures out what they got to figure out, it's going to have the world's biggest party. I promise you.
It's going to shake the world, bro.
I promise you that.
It's going to shake the world.
And just to, know that I'm being a part of shifting that, bro, I don't know how to explain that.
That's amazing. How can people view these Creole Lab episodes? Or do you have to be there in recording?
I mean, it could
a
be
little
two
bit of
ways.
both.
It could be two ways, right? You blend in the aspect of when the invites pop out, and it's always been pop-up style. It's never like we're promoting a party and saying, yo, here, it's none of that. We just pop up, you see that notification, you make the RSVP list, you make it. If you don't, there's actually a waiting list. I'm sorry. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Damn.
The people are supporting it. It's a
Bro,
movement.
that's
bro.
It's funny, right?
movement,
Because UBS, you can see for the Caribbean reunion, you can see like Haitians can be on time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Cool. Yo, bro. This man told people 7 o'clock. He was outside at 7 o'clock.
That's what's up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's what's
oh,
up.
damn.
I mean,
okay,
yeah, that comes-
cool.
yeah.
It starts with us, within us.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't hold each other accountable, like, yo, bro, we got to be there at such and such time.
This is big.
Bro.
This is gonna be. This is
Bro,
big.
It's bigger than us, bro.
C'est lui-même qui a fait son pas arrivé à là. Say, yo, we not doing that. We not doing.
Bro,
But it's
crazy,
a
bro.
it's a serious.
Crazy.
When I say it's serious, bro, it's again.
You
I've
taking
been
it
around some ill
serious, bro.
stuff. I've been around some cool stuff. But that's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life, right? Because it's the mystery behind it. It's like, whoa, like we
Because
have
people
it. Like,
don't
we
know
got
what to
it.
expect.
Yeah, you don't know what to
Damn, we
expect.
showing up early. Like,
Wow.
And the
We here
people
for
come-
it.
And how long
It's
does
alright.
this fly? How long is it?
It's between the 40-minute mark to the hour mark, I want to say, that we want to keep the sound, because you can't give too much away. You want to save it. And also, to be clear, I don't want people to think that it is just me that's going to be DJing all of these things. I am going to collaborate with other DJs on the project. It's for the culture. It's for people to see us in our brightest form. We have so many different minds and so many different things that we can sell other than just it being one way. You know, and it's time to showcase that to the world. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I believe in building the culture vertically. Like, we did this, now we got to build on top of that. And I feel like you're building on top of what is already out there. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Exotic, you're like youngest in charge. You know, you out here, you repping. I see you all over the place, bro. And you do it all: weddings,
Yeah,
baby
bro.
showers,
It's-
balls,
It's not easy. but
backyard
it gets done.
parties. Let the people know a little bit more about you. Like, how did you get started in the game? Your love for music, and you know, your dive within the Haitian culture.
Listen, bro, like it's I've been doing this for majority of my life. You know, I started having a love for music when I was 7, 8 years old. My mom put me in piano, and I'm just like, I don't like piano. Like, what is this? But then, like, as I kept going to like the rehearsals and everything, I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, like, you know, I'm more in tune with it, right? But that was more for like, you know, like jazz and R&B and stuff. I'm like, let me take a dive into like the Konpa, like
Okay.
I want to be different.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And like from that age, I was like, all right, cool. Like I've loved Konpa for literally my whole life. You know, and I think like that's what drives me more, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, EXO's a Haitian DJ. Yeah, cool. I'm of Haitian descent. However, you put me in any room, I will deliver. Like, don't make no mistake about that. You know, but music is literally me. You know, music kept me out of trouble. I will say that, because a lot of my friends, like growing up, you know, some of them ended up dead. Some of them ended up in prison, this and that, and I didn't want that for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's just like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I was picking like, you know, let me go DJ a party. I was picking the studio time. I was picking let me go to this rehearsal for this band or that band or whatever. And then, you know, I got into sound engineering and doing live sound for bands, and, you know, the rest is pretty much history. It's just like, you know, I understand music to a different level where it's just like, you know, some people just play music just to play music, but like I play music for people to feel what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where me and Mars, like, we shift the culture in that aspect, because you can have all the compa in the world, but how you play it is really what makes you you.
Yes.
What makes you unique to the culture, to the world, you know? So it's just like, all right, cool. Like, there's people that, I'm not gonna call no names, but there's people that play compa in a way where it's just like, all right, cool. Man. You know, he's just matching BPM. She's just matching BPM.
Okay.
Right? But then you got the DJs that DJ in a way where they're telling a story. Their entire set is telling you a story.
Those
Wow.
be your best sets, bro.
Those are your best sets.
Because this is a set that makes the most sense.
Exactly. So when people are just like, damn, like, can he get back on? Like,
Yo, this is a great segue, because we were talking about this before the mics got hot. People don't know how hard this shit is, bro. Your craft is.
It's
I mean,
difficult.
it's one thing promoting the event. Like, Mars, after this, you run into your the brunch party that you're doing, right? But a lot of people don't know sometimes behind the scenes, you're telling the story. You're creating your playlist for sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you may be in a rush. You don't have time to create the playlist, but is that essentially what you guys are doing, or telling a story saying, you know what, I got this big event. How am I going to tell this story tonight, musically?
For me, I'm definitely more on the storytelling side, especially when I went to Haiti. I'm about to get y'all a gem. When I went to Haiti, like I said, I realized they weren't really playing Konpa records. But when they did, it told a story.
Right.
Because remember, their perception over there, this is the language they speak 24/7. So this is their version of technically R&B. And in R&B, when we listen to R&B, what are we listening to? Those stories that are being told. That's how we want to. You don't want to hear, say it be a song about lust, and then out of nowhere you're hearing a song that's next up it's about a breakup, and then you're going back to lust. It doesn't make sense. in our culture, we're just, what I've seen is in the States, it's more about solo chasing. So songs that don't even really tell a story are now being shifted to just songs that are just selling, people just quickly dancing on the dance floor. So the art of the story is gone. When I left Haiti, I said, all right, I'm gonna go back to the States and I'm gonna shift certain things in my Haitian sets where I stick to more storytelling, because I think those sets, you get much of a feeling out of it.
It's worthwhile.
It's worth the while, and it's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me play, and it's just like, oh, Mars has feelings tonight. Yeah, like, I think those sets last better, bro.
Like, most people would say it not to be like, you know, malicious towards you, but it's like, damn, like, I
You
really,
can feel it.
Yeah.
That was the end goal.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's how. But that's like, again, that's not. And I want people to understand. Sometimes it is natural. It happens right then and there in that booth, or
for
sometimes
sure.
we're in our own bag, in our respective practice areas, and we're training for that. I think we're like rehearsing certain things is important. Practicing certain things is definitely important. You got I implement that. Granted, now if you don't have the time, Serato makes it so easy. These programs make it so easy, especially for you to just preset things, bro. Like, there's no reason why you pulling up to the dance sloppy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It don't make sense, but people do it. People do it.
Like Self has always said, proper preparation prevents poor performance, bro. Like, it's real. Prepare yourself. Like, even right now, right after this, I have the party to go work, bro. Like, certain things are already in my mind, like preset.
Exactly.
It's like writing the thing down.
So you already know how you're gonna dive into the situation that you're gonna be dealt, because, you know, again, I can only speak for myself. I can only speak with the people that I'm around majority of the time. It's like, yo, bro, like, you guys have come to plenty of my events. Bro, I walk into a room, cool. First thing I'm doing, right, I'm greeting everybody in the room. Why? Because that's just my demeanor, right? Because, you know, I'm not bougie. I'm not this person where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm better than you. Nah, bro, like, you never know. You could walk into a room and you greeted somebody, and just because you greeted them, like, that made their entire day. That made their night. You know? So it's like, all right, cool. Yo, you say what up to them. You say what up to their family, whatever, cool. Keep it pushing, cool. Then you get on the set and you fuck shit up. And it's like, oh, damn. Like, that's who this guy is. Like, he said what up to me. Like, he acknowledged my existence. He acknowledged my presence. And then he got on the set and fucked shit up. Like, he had me turned the whole night.
I tell you,
know,
what,
like,
No, you're right.
Rob and I talk about you guys all the time, like the lifestyle. Like, we're intrigued with what you guys do, because at the end of the day, you guys push culture and you guys know how to move a room, man. And we always give you guys props for that. I know you guys got to go soon. Rob, you have any other questions?
Yeah, just quick question. So, Mars and EXO on the bill. You got to pick your top 3 DJs to go on tour from north to south.
it doesn't have to be Haitian, right?
Doesn't have to be Asian.
My top picks to go on tour. If I was gonna have a party, how many I get?
3.
3. Ooh. Okay.
Yo, that's tough. But I got my people in mind already.
Okay.
All right. 3 to go on tour. Okay. I know where I'm at with it. I want Uncle Waffles.
Okay.
I want my dog. I want Don Hot. Ooh, I want the Last Element. Bullet. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's fire. You know the party's fire.
You know the vibes.
Mars there, bro.
Yeah, y'all two.
Come on,
yeah,
that party's
yeah,
fire,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That party's
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Uncle Waffles gonna
Yeah.
Nah, that's
get
a
all of
fact.
that out the
Yeah.
way.
That's a
Come
fact.
on, bro.
Yeah, Uncle
That's
Waffles.
a fact.
Don is gonna go crazy. He live crazy.
Yeah.
Then you add the Haiti element, Bullet, and then Mars.
Yeah.
Bullet,
Facts.
Bullet.
Facts.
Yeah. I follow Bullet.
Facts. Facts.
EXO, what's up?
Bro, to be honest with you, bro. To
Fire.
be
They gonna be
honest,
jealous out here, bro.
to be honest with you, like,
Yo, that
bro,
shit is crazy.
I've the people I'm about to say, like, I've seen them move rooms, and to be honest with you, my first my first choice is gonna be my dog for a long time, bro. I gotta pick True Blends.
Yeah, blends. Yeah.
I gotta pick True Blends. Yeah. I gotta pick True Blends. Definitely gotta take a Polish too.
Polish.
He's having a party over there.
I gotta take a Polish.
That's
Because
different.
I've seen him move
Polish
rooms, not just
dope.
with reggae. He's Jamaican. He plays reggae. The dance hall is his.
Is
You know what I'm saying?
crazy with it.
But bro, I've heard this man play
Yes.
various genres.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
seen him
just
on
like,
TikTok.
And he
bro.
does it his way, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Very
Like,
quick.
Voice is just
Yo,
Yeah.
his
Powerful.
his speech, his delivery.
Yeah, his delivery is
I'm
crazy.
like, yo, like
Yeah,
you
Polish
put, you
is-
put
He's
this
like he's
man
like
in
he's like
any-
he a little comedic.
yeah, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, people remember that.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
remember that because it's like, yo, I could be having a hard day. I just want to go have a drink, whatever. And I hear Polish talking about something. Yo,
Right.
like, you know, shout out to the girls with big feet. And it's like, I wear size 8. You know,
that's so true.
It's
That's
just,
so
it's just the
true.
room.
Yeah,
You know? And yo, like my third candidate is damn. Like it's a hard choice. Three people.
Yeah, bro.
Three
On
more on
that-
stage.
That
Go
contract
crazy.
is that last one. You
Go
got to
crazy.
You know, like
Me, I'm solid. I'm
solid.
solid.
You solid.
Good.
Solid.
I'm gonna give it to Active. He's an
Active. Okay.
Yeah. Reason being, it's funny because I heard Active speak Creole, bro.
Oh wow.
And
Is he
I-
what Panamanian?
He's Panamanian.
Oh, he is Panamanian.
I heard Active speak Creole, and
Okay.
I was actually moved. Granted, he's not the first non-Haitian that I've heard speak Creole. Like, you know, shout out to Young Child. I've heard
Yes,
Young
yes,
Child
yes,
move
yes.
rooms playing Abodai, and I'm just like, damn, like,
Yeah.
and he's doing the ad-libs, like,
Yo, shout out to Child, man.
yeah,
Shout out
for
to
real,
Child. No
for
doubt.
real, for real.
Yeah.
When we went to Haiti with Chow made sure like he was learning certain things.
Oh, for sure, for
No
sure.
doubt.
He's the type he'll go study the history books.
He wants to
and
He
learn,
embraces
no
it.
doubt.
He embraces
Embraces
it.
it.
He embraces it.
For sure, but yeah, I definitely gotta give it to Active because, bro,
Okay.
when you, bro, like you just, I don't know the last time y'all heard him play, but
Nah, it's been a
the last time I heard him play, like he truly moved me in a way where I'm like,
Bro, he played something one
Shit.
time. I said, I didn't give it to him. Nah, hell, you know that was.
yo, no, for real, bro, for
I'm
real.
like, well,
And
then.
it's just like, yo, he's adding the speech to it,
Yeah.
and then he delivers, boom.
Doing the
I,
research.
I love when DJs do that and take the culture and do whatever they want. And do it
Yeah.
anyway. That
And-
I love.
That's
And
beautiful.
he's not giving you the okay. I'm not discrediting anybody that plays Upak Afisa. All right, cool, but he's not giving you that.
Yeah.
He's
no,
actually playing the records
bro, you know what's beautiful?
that
Like,
people want to hear.
you know what's beautiful? Like, say Polish will randomly contact you and be like, yo, he'll mumble the song to you.
Yeah.
Like, da-da-da-da. I seen it got
Yeah,
this
like
XYZ
this
reaction.
is
I
the
want
melody.
that. I
Whatever,
want
whatever.
that.
I need
You
that.
just got yeah,
He's not
exactly.
saying the words though. Like he's mumbling like da-da-da-da.
Wow.
You're like, wait, what? And
Yeah.
he putting it to like, oh, you heard that? He's like, yeah, I need that. I said, oh wow.
That's what's up.
He also goes to different parties around the world.
Okay.
And he's hearing these songs, and he's just like, he might not be able to ask that particular DJ, like, yo, bro, I need that, whatever. But he know back home, like he got the people. So
That's
it's
what's
like,
up.
yo, bro, he'll hit up a Mars, he'll hit up me, he'll hit up Woodley,
Okay.
he'll hit up a Stacks, like, yo, bro, I need this, that, and the third, whatever. And it's like, all right, cool, bet, like, we sent that
Okay.
to you. And then you go watch him on Twitch, you go watch him on TikTok, and he's
playing the
playing the
record.
record.
Yeah, he's playing the
And
record.
like,
That's what's
damn,
up.
like, we didn't give it to you for no reason.
yeah.
There's some people, we give the Konpa to, and they just have it for their archives, which is cool. Not discrediting them, but at the same time, it's like, yo, like, when he
That's why we gotta-
when he
that's-
asks for something, he uses it.
That's why we gotta salute the guys that do embrace it too.
For
so.
sure, for sure.
Last question for me. What's the song out here that's in the Konpa scene that's still killing it? That's like moving crowds, moving the room.
Obviously, you know the number one. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
probably- when this drop is still probably gonna be number one.
Yeah.
Still with the remix, bro.
Even with the
It's
remix.
just-
But
Yeah.
aside from that, bro, I think what I've noticed is no matter how hard those bands are working to drop content, like it's dope too, but those TikTok records is what beating people. Like say there's there's a mashup that I heard, which the song's already a lit song, the Kimunie song, right?
Yeah.
Which
They
one?
Put a mashup,
Kimunie. Yeah.
But they put that, or they like one of those DJs in Florida, I'm assuming, put that song, put the acapella, the vocals, excuse me, of that song on a popular Zouk song that I think is like a Kudpu song. I just don't know the pronunciation of that record, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But that song, and that's going viral all over the place on Twitter.
Bro.
Add a little solo to that, you lit. That's
Everybody
what's
using
right
that,
now.
it's a rhythm now.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a rhythm, bro.
I think that those
DJ Incredible.
Yeah, shout out to
like,
Incredible, shout out to Crazy J.
I think that's what's catching the people's attention, and it all goes back to why we're even here, bro. Like DJ's got something to say too. We're definitely heavily involved in what's going on. Stop running away from us. I think if the Haitian industry adapted more of like a hip hop style and appreciation to the DJ, this whole industry could be held like hand in hand. But y'all gotta appreciate the DJ. It can't be y'all see it like a DJ about to play at a bar or whatever the case is. They tuck the DJ all the way in the corner. I be having a fight. No, I want my thing.
I want to be on main
You
stage,
saw artists
bro.
too.
Like, what you-
Right.
Because for the couple of minutes that I'm playing these music, this music or whatever the case may be, I got these people's attention, bro.
Absolutely.
And while I got this attention, you gonna respect my time. Period.
Absolutely.
I think and also too another thing we said earlier, like if we're also gonna add things to DJ etiquette, I think DJs should also take value to themselves. Right. Don't just pop up to these places thinking, oh, they're just gonna give these things to you. No, demand your respect too. If we're in a party and the DJ's playing the music and everything cuts off, everybody's gonna say one thing. Oh,
DJ
we have your attention. You know what I mean? Like in reality, if you mute the room, we're controlling people. That's what it really is. Respect us. Like give us that.
That goes back to what I said before. When I first got here, you control the entire dynamic of the entire night. You're opening for the band, right? Okay, cool. If you do a bad job, that means the band has to work harder. You know what I'm saying? To regain the attention of the room. Because it's like, yo, people could just tap out and like, yo, bro. Pas contre ça, next guy up there. Yo, for real. That's what it is, though.
You've been to parties where DJs don't read the room. They just playing for themselves.
Bro,
Right.
you know what I knew?
Right.
You know what I knew? All of this stuff needed some serious work. I'm not going to say what party, but
Don't get that going.
these guys was there. It was a tough night for that promoter that night. Tough. Very tough. But I DJ'd my ass off.
Right.
DJ'd my ass off. Everybody knew it, everybody said it. The one thing they could never complain, they said, yo, Mars, no, they said, yeah, Mars, bien joué. But the drama was so bigger than me playing ill. It goes to show you, like, dang, the perspectives are different. If it was a hip hop party, an artist did a no call, no show, something going wrong with the venue. You throw Flex on that set, Flex go crazy. Flex, thank you for saving the night. We appreciate you. Thank you. We gave you value.
Simple as that.
This, oh, call it so DJ, yeah, man. DJ. I spoke to like animators and things like that before. You know, chopping it up, They look at us like we're low in value. Like not even realizing, bro, the thing that you're doing, playing music and XYZ, we do that professionally. Exactly. So the songs you think is fire that you're selling and hurting people's ears, no, we know exactly what's fire. Right. So when you go outside, you know how to move in one too. I feel as though the community has to put more value on the DJs. There's so many great, amazing talent out there, bro. Like, come on. That's, you know, like, no way I give him 5 shit.
Nah, for real, bro.
Yo.
For real.
Y'all spoke some real gems, man, and you guys are always welcome. You know what I'm saying, and that's
For
why
sure. This is home, bro.
Yeah, you guys are always welcome to speak your mind, speak your piece, talk your shit, how I like to say it. And we're gonna put out as much of these clips as possible to spread the word because the culture needs to respect the DJ, and you guys are a pivotal, important factor in taking the culture to the next level. And yeah, it's getting mainstream, but taking it even more mainstream. And we just give you guys all the kudos, man, for sure. And always believing in us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rob, any last words?
Yeah, I'm a strong believer in you guys. Mars, we met this dude, bro.
At the barbershop?
At the barbershop. At Brothers Barbershop.
Brothers.
Yo, son.
Yo, I need a tee, bro.
You need a t-shirt. I'm sitting getting my cut. I'm
need
like,
a
yo,
tee.
who is this guy?
Yo, I got the funny thing is that tee y'all gave me at that time, I think it also came with the crew neck, and that was the picture that I took with
Right.
Carrie.
I need that. I need that.
I remember.
Yeah,
So listen, man, it's the universe, man.
Yo, bro, like I see you. You're like, I feel like Big Unk. You know what I'm saying? like OG over here. I'm like, yo, please, can you get an RSVP for the Crayon Lab, bro, or something? I want to feel that energy. Nah, but seriously. But, bro, kudos to you, EXO. Y'all, we've been in the presence of y'all craft, and keep going. And Mars, you hit it, bro, you tapped up right there where it says, like, you got to demand your respect.
Yes.
You got to demand your
Nobody
respect.
giving it to you. You gotta take it.
Nobody's
Yeah,
gonna.
bro.
Nobody's gonna. I've seen Mars. Like, no, I'm still playing. Like, literally, like, yo, I'm like, oh,
Bro.
yo, they're about to fight.
Remember the last time? Remember the last time I was here? I said, yo, y'all about to see. I converted the mindset. I changed like the way of thinking, and I was like, no, like I realized in Haitian culture, they preach about artists. So I'm like, all right, this is what y'all like. All right, cool. I'm about to give y'all the DJ that and more. So when I get there, it's like yesterday there was a joke at the party. The promoter goes, he says, I did this party, no sun jazz. I got back on the mic. I said, bro, the jazz is here. Drop the record. Boom. Crowd goes crazy. That's what we on.
That's what you
That's what
on.
we on.
No
like,
doubt.
let's go.
No doubt.
Y'all are up, bro.
Showtime.
Y'all are up.
Showtime.
Showtime.
But it all started here. You know?
Nah, that's what's up, bro.
1000%
Nah, I
up.
appreciate y'all. We were grateful for y'all.
Appreciate
And
y'all,
like,
man.
we hope that my biggest vision before I go 6 feet under is to see y'all do like a whole coalition of dopest Haitian DJs pushing the culture on tour. Y'all getting the bag and y'all doing your damn thing, bro.
No doubt.
Seriously.
That's the
Seriously.
goal, bro.
Take it.
That's the
Y'all
goal.
y'all getting it.
No, this thing,
Hands down.
Goal.
the movement doesn't stop. The conversation doesn't stop.
Never.
I'm pretty sure y'all see me here because I fight for this, on the daily. Even when people tell me, yo, Mars, you ain't got to do this. I fight for the culture daily. Like, it's like an oath of mine. Like I wake up, I go outside, I represent the Haitian flag, even though we are here. It's still a fight that we have to fight, even while we, Haiti's going through whatever it's going through. So this is mandatory.
No doubt. Let people know where they could tap in with you for future events and all of that stuff. Let them know what any future events you got coming up.
Sounds from Mars everywhere.
Where you from?
Everywhere.
Where you from?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm so happy to go there, man. So it depends on how I feel today.
It depends on how you feel today.
That was a setup. But he answered it though.
Get des jours saut Queens, get des jours saut Haiti, get des jours saut New York City. Get des jours Miami tout.
Et
But
Montréal, la que français.
Montréal, tout bas, ça va. On y va. But your boy always is, my vibe always is and always will be on Mars. So that's
a fact.
that's my vibe for y'all. But Sounds from Mars is where you can find me at on all platforms. Follow Creole Lab too. And yeah.
Facts. Listen,
EXO.
y'all follow me wherever. We international everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can follow me on all social media platforms, DJ Exotic _ SoundCloud, The Energy God, YouTube. We tapping in with YouTube, yeah, because we got to keep up with the times. You know what I'm saying? DJ Exotic Productions on YouTube, and man.
Yo, let me tell you, y'all being a little shy. Yeah? Show the drip. Like, y'all fit. Yo, bro, he came here.
Stay branded.
He came here. Yo, the energy, like.
Listen, bro.
Look
you got to brand yourself.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? You got to brand
Mars.
yourself.
Yo, God damn.
Mars always branded.
Put them like business.
Yo, he came with his camera and the behind the scenes. Y'all
Brandon.
have no idea.
I can't wait to see that.
It's not a game, bro. Like there's hold on. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see.
Yo, yeah.
Right
Mr.
here.
DJ
I'm
Masla.
gonna have to turn it on. Y'all see, it's not fake. It's real.
Atis,
Like I see it.
Atis.
Like, we vlogging now. It's real, man.
Atis.
It's real.
Yo,
Official.
impromptu interview, man.
For
That's
sure,
what's up,
for sure.
man.
Last minute items, housekeeping items, Rob.
Housekeeping items. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Remember, Team Sock Passe podcast, Team Sock
Forever,
Passe,
forever.
Team Sock Passe
Forever.
for
Forever,
the culture
Forever.
on YouTube and all social media platforms. Shout out to our sponsors, Roots of Brooklyn. We also have
Team Transformation.
Team Transformation. Thank you so much. Watch out for she's doing big things, man. Team's Transformation. And yeah, man, just watch out for us, man. This is just the beginning, and we're always gonna be here to be pushing the culture. And bros,
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Anytime, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Wow. One love. Hey, Team South Passe, we out.